I begin by quoting the author Jonathan Swift. As the vilest writer has his readers, so the greatest liar has his believers. And it often happens that if a lie be believed for only 1 hour, it has done its work. Falsehood flies and truth comes limping after it. This government has us believe every February that this country's economy is going great guns. We are the fastest growing, most efficient global player. Everyone is getting employment. We're getting gas cylinders. We're getting electricity. We're getting pakka houses. This falsehood flies for about 8 to 10 months, and then the truth comes limping after it. And now we are in December, and the government says it needs another 3.26 lakh crores of additional funds over and above the budget estimate. The government and the ruling party coined the term Pappu. You use it to denigrate, to signify extreme incompetence. Let me use the next few minutes to point out what the data, the statistics tell us as to who the actual Pappu really is. NSO numbers were out yesterday. Industrial output has shrunk by 4% in October to a 26-month low. The manufacturing sector contracted 5.6%. Manufacturing is still the biggest generator of jobs. The Honorable Finance Minister yesterday stood in this house and she likened us, the opposition, to Videsh ka Dushman. And she said, we have Jalan ka Bhavna. You do not have the moral clarity to call out right from wrong. Who's the Pappu now? People tell me to keep quiet, to make peace in the name of soft Hindutva. I am Hindu, but I refuse to play soft anything. What this country needs is an elected government which plays hard morality, hard legality and hard economics. No soft anything. सवाल ये नहीं है कि बस्तियां किसने जलाई. सवाल यही है कि पागल के हाथ में माचिस किसने दी. This is a question that India needs to answer.
Sir, talking about macro economy, economic fundamentals and so on, Honorable Member Mahua Moitra said about where one should find Pappu, who's the Pappu, where's the Pappu and so on. Actually, either West Bengal in the... Sorry? So, all the fundamental macroeconomic fundamentals being questioned. There was this question of where is the Pappu, who's the Pappu, who's the Pappu. Actually, if only Honorable Member looks back into her own backyard, she'll find Pappu in West Bengal. So there's no doubt, where there are wonderful schemes which can benefit common people, West Bengal sits over it, doesn't distribute it. You don't need to search anywhere else for Pappu. But even worse, sir, even worse is this point. Matches kiske haath mein hai? This is really, I don't want to elaborate too much on it because it probably just wanted to spice the questions and the issues she raised, about which I think in different ways I've tried answering. But it's a matter of concern, sir, because kisne diya matches is not the issue, because democracy, people elect the leader and give it to the consultant. We don't need to undermine the people by saying, kisne diya inke haath mein? Janta ne diya matches. But, किसके हाथ में मैचेस कैसे उपयोग में आता है वही है इंपॉर्टेंट. मैचेस किसके हाथ में कैसे उपयोग में आया. Recently you had, at least BJP had a fantastic victory in Gujarat. Post election, sir, what was the environment there? Peacefully the new government came to power, was sworn in. Whereas compare it with what happened in West Bengal post the state government election, matches किसके हाथ में कैसे उपयोग में आया, कैसे उपयोग में आया, वो है प्रश्न वो है. पूरा बंगाल को दिला दिया माचिस किसके हाथ में. हमारे हाथ में जब माचिस थी, हमने उज्ज्वला दिया, हमने उजाला दिया, हमने पीएम किसान दिया, हमने स्वच्छ भारत अभियान चलाए. जब आपके हाथ में आया माचिस, आर्सन हुआ, लूटिंग हुआ, रेप हुआ, हमारे कार्यकर्ता के घर जला दिया, और ऊपर से एक केंद्र मंत्री मंत्री MOS मुरलीधरन, उनके गाड़ी के ऊपर इतना अटैक हुआ, सेंट्रल मंत्री तक सेफ नहीं था पोस्ट इलेक्शन। सो मैचेस, जेपी नड्डा जी के गाड़ी तो कैंपेन के दौरान, मुरली जी की गाड़ी, MOS के गाड़ी पोस्ट इलेक्शन। सो मैचेस किसके हाथ में कैसे काम आया वो हम समझना चाहिए सर, ऐसे नहीं है बात।
17 of the industry sectors that make up the index of industrial production have recorded negative growth rates. Forex reserves have fallen by $72 billion in under a year. The Honorable Finance Minister yesterday during question hour mentioned how apparently 50% of FII inflows into emerging markets are coming into India. Wonderful. But her colleague, the Minister of State for External Affairs, just last Friday, in response to a question in this very house, stated that almost 2 lakh people, 1,83,741 people, renounced their Indian citizenship in the first 10 months of 2022. This exodus in 2022 takes the total number of Indians renouncing Indian citizenship under this government in the past 9 years since 2014 to over 12.5 lakh people. This year has already seen more people giving up Indian citizenship than any single given year. High net worth individuals are willing to pay up to $1 million to get citizenship of Portugal, of St. Kitts, of Greece. Is this the sign of a healthy economic environment? Of a healthy tax environment? Who's the Pappu now? There is an atmosphere of terror in this country with the sword of the Enforcement Directorate hanging over businessmen and high net worth individuals. The ruling party buys lawmakers for hundreds of crores, and yet members of the opposition represent 95% of lawmakers under investigation by the Enforcement Directorate. But forget politicians. They're tough. They can fend for themselves. Businessmen and high net worth individuals are soft targets. In the monsoon session, in response to a query from my honourable colleague from the JDU, Mr. Rajiv Ranjan Singh, the Finance Ministry informed this House that in the past 17 years, the ED has opened 5,422 investigations under the PMLA, but has convicted only 23 people. That is a conviction rate of a pathetic 0.5%.